So what exactly is psychology, and why should we care about it? Well, psychology is the scientific study of behavior and mental processes. It covers everything from how we think, learn, and remember to how we interact with others and cope with stress. At the core of psychology is understanding the mind and how it drives the way we act, make decisions, and even how we feel about the world. Let's break this down a little. There are five main branches of psychology. Psychology is divided into several different fields, like cognitive psychology, which looks at thinking and decision-making, social psychology, which studies how we interact with others, and clinical psychology, which focuses on mental health and therapy. One of the key areas psychology explores is the mind-body connection. What does that mean? Well, it's the idea that our thoughts and emotions can influence our physical health and vice versa. Emotions also play a huge role in decision-making. Imagine choosing between two cars, one that's practical and affordable, and another that's sleek and flashy, but costs more. Emotional decision-making might push you toward the flashy car, even though it doesn't make financial sense. On the other hand, rational thinking helps us consider the pros and cons logically. The tricky part? Our emotions often dominate even when we try to be logical. Now let's dive into storytelling. One of the most powerful tools a host has is the ability to tell a good story. Human brains are wired to respond to narratives. We're wired to connect emotionally with stories because they engage our imagination, emotions, and cognitive processing. A great host knows how to build suspense, create a compelling narrative, and leave us wanting more. Psychology is the scientific study of the mind and behavior. It explores various aspects of human experience, such as emotions, cognition, personality, development, and social interactions. Psychologists seek to understand how individuals think, feel, and act, both individually and in groups. There are several major subfields within psychology, including one cognitive psychology, focuses on mental processes such as perception, memory, problem solving, and decision making. Two, behavioral psychology examines how behavior is learned and influenced by the environment, often using reinforcement and punishment theories. Three, developmental psychology studies how people change over the course of their lives, from infancy to old age, in terms of physical, cognitive, and social development. Fourth, clinical psychology, concerned with diagnosing and treating mental health disorders such as anxiety, depression, and schizophrenia. Five, social psychology, investigates how people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are influenced by the presence of others. Sixth, industrial organizational psychology, focuses on behavior in the workplace, including motivation, performance, and employee well-being. Seven, neuropsychology, looks at the relationship between the brain and behavior, often using brain imaging techniques. Psychology combines research methods from both the natural and social sciences to explore its topics using experiments, observations, surveys, and case studies. The ultimate goal of psychology is to better understand human nature and use that understanding to improve people's lives.